responsible behaviors among everybody in the community. And just because you legally possess a gun in the sanctity of your locked home doesn't mean that we're not going to walk into that home and check to see if you're being responsible and safe in the way you conduct your affairs.
So this is Kamala Harris saying that you can have a locked home and that we are going to overstep your constitutional rights and violate your constitutional rights and go inside of your house and basically take your guns if they deem that you're not being responsible. That is called government tyranny. They are overstepping the Constitution and your rights that the founding fathers actually established for each and every American. Tell me how y'all feel about this. People saying that she's not trying to take your guns. She literally just said that they are going to enter your abode, into your castle, into your home that is locked. And if they deem that you're not being responsible, they're going to confiscate. They're going to violate your constitutional right, your Second Amendment right, and take your guns. Now, listen, everybody should like and share this video. Listen, I'm just getting started. We are going to show you in this video why you should have assault rifles, okay? Why you should be a gun owner. That's what you need to understand that. You need to prevent government tyranny. Listen, y'all listen. This right here is Canada right now. Y'all listen to this.
We are so spoiled in America. We don't realize the value of the rights that we have and how easily they can be lost if we let them.
Effective immediately, we are banning 1,500 models and variants of these firearms. It will no longer be possible to buy, sell, transfer, or import handguns anywhere in Canada.
And that's how easily it can happen. Every inch that we give the anti-gun legislation, it's never enough. Always a little bit more until we are totally disarmed and at the mercy of an all-controlling tyrannical government.
Now, y'all, the woman literally lied. She literally lied. The first video lets you know that she's going to violate your constitutional rights. That right here, that right there was Canada. Yeah. They took all, they banned 1,500 models, and they took all the guns. Yeah. You heard him. You heard Trudeau for yourself. I didn't have to sit up here and put words in his mouth. You literally heard what Trudeau said. Now, listen. It is your government right for you to have. They put it in the Declaration of Independence for you to be able to protect yourself from government tyranny. Because that right there lets you know that they have overstepped their boundaries, but that is an entire different country. And just like the brother said, we do not take seriously the rights that we have. And right now, if Kamala Harris gets in office, she says she wants to ban AR-15s. But y'all listen to this exchange at the NABJ. Listen to the context of everything that she said. Okay? Y'all listen to this.
Said you support an assault weapons ban and universal background checks, and we actually learned during the debate that you are a gun owner. But in cities like Philadelphia, handguns are responsible for most homicides and violent crime. The most recent FBI data shows handguns were involved in 59% of murders in our country. How will you address the issue of the use of handguns? Because a push for an assault weapons ban only addresses a significant but small part of the problem.
So, first of all, yes, I am a gun owner, and Tim Walz is a gun owner, and we're not trying to take anybody's guns away from them. But we do need an assault weapons ban. Assault weapons are designed to kill a lot of human beings quickly and have no place I'm going to get to it.
Yes.
And have no place on the streets of a civil society. We need universal background checks, which, to your point about handguns, is about saying that it is just reasonable to want reasonable gun safety laws that say we should do background checks, that we ought to know. It's just reasonable. You might want to know before someone can buy a lethal weapon if they've been found by a court to be a danger to themselves or others. You might just want to know.
And respectfully, we do understand that.
But you're asking about...
I'm asking specifically about handguns, because many of those handguns aren't purchased in places.
Universal background checks apply to handguns.
Yes.
They do.
But in
And
many instances, those handguns aren't even bought lawfully. Yes.
which is why I also have been very adamant for years. In fact, I myself protested at a gun show probably 10, 15 years ago about the gun show loophole and why we need to close that. Because what ends up happening is that gun shows at flea markets, gun dealers are not, under existing law in the past, required to register their sales. And so you are exactly right that a lot of homicides, for example, a good number of them, I don't have the statistic in front of my mind, are committed with illegally purchased guns. And that's why we need to address each entry point in the issue, including universal background checks, closing the gun show loophole, and what we need to do as a general matter to focus not only on reaction to crime, but prevention of crime. So you're raising a very important issue that has many facets, including what we need to do in terms of reasonable gun safety laws and what we need to do around crime prevention, what we need to do around crime deterrence. But listen, I have personally prosecuted homicide cases. I have held the hands of mothers who have come to me crying, who have said, I only want to talk to Kamala, because they knew when they sat down, I would treat them with the dignity and respect that they were entitled and due about the loss of their child, often their son, to gun violence and the need to take it seriously. And we must take it seriously in every way, understanding it's not just about a soundbite. It's about a comprehensive approach that deals with the tragedy of, to your point, everyday gun violence in America. It's real. It has had a profound impact in terms of trauma that for the most part has gone undiagnosed and untreated. The trauma that exists in communities around the violence of losing their children, losing a brother, losing a father, an uncle. All of that must be addressed, and we have to have a holistic response to it.
Are there things we haven't thought about yet? Because every time we bring up this issue of gun violence, universal background checks comes up and a ban on assault weapons. Are there other solutions that you're also thinking about?
Pressure me to plead guilty and spend a year in jail.
And through the work that I and others did, we brought 50 countries together to support Ukraine in its righteous defense. And because of our support, because of the air defense, the ammunition, the artillery, the javelins, the Abrams tanks that we have provided, Ukraine stands.
Now, this woman is talking about violence in the United States, but not understanding that she's giving people the arms to actually do the very thing in a more terrible way than in the United States. So what about this? Look at this, y'all. Look at this. You're talking about banning assault rifles, but you're steady giving military weapons to other people in other countries to do this very thing right here. I don't even have to say nothing, man. Y'all look at this. This is literally in freaking insane. And y'all heard it out of her mouth. Donald Trump said he wants to end this right here. He wants to stop this. She never said she wants to stop it. She said she wants to give these people the ability to defend themselves. And y'all seen it. Now, listen to these children.
أتمنى نموت. ليش؟ نموت. ليش؟ عشان ما عندنا شكل ولا شغل.
Did y'all see what that kid said? Did y'all literally read what that little kid said? So the Biden administration, Kamala Harris, she said she doesn't want to end the war. She just wants these people to defend themselves. But she wants to ban assault rifles in America. But on the flip side, give these people military weapons to defend themselves. Because they literally just gave $20 billion, a $20 billion contract to Israel. And y'all see what Israel is doing to these people. Now, granted, these people did start it. But they didn't have any money until they were funded by who? the United States. I'm not even going to go down that road right now because we're talking about banning assault rifles. But at the end of the day, y'all get my message. Y'all get what I'm saying. But I'm going to end this by letting y'all listen to what government tyranny is and what two individuals in the United States had an argument about. Well, let's not say an argument, but a conversation about. And assault rifles are to prevent government tyranny. And then we're going to let my brother Colin explain to y'all what the Declaration of Independence says for United States citizens to prove what is your legal right. God bless y'all. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this video. Kamala Harris. I'm gonna let y'all come to your own judgment.
Weapons for? It is a semi-automatic weapon that you can use to defend yourself.
I want you to watch this exchange between Texas Representative Chip Roy and New York Representative Jerry Nadler.
What do you use semi-automatic weapons for? It is a semi-automatic weapon that you can use to defend yourself against home invaders, but also, let's be clear, against tyranny. The gentlelady is talking about the Second Amendment in the context of hunting, as if my rights are reduced in the Constitution to a 410 or a single shot or lever action 22, as if that was what was expressly put forth as how we're supposed to be defending ourselves.
Yield again. You said that you could use a semi-automatic weapon to fight tyranny.
Sure.
You mean you'd use it against American troops?
The very existence of the Second Amendment is designed purposefully to empower the people to be able to resist the force of tyranny used against them to step over their natural.
That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. That doesn't mean the people should overthrow their government simply because the people don't have enough ice cream. The Declaration of Independence also says, prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience has shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object and vices are designed to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. So, not only